feeling a little cautious. So like what is this? Like, it's a little mysterious. Like, who are we playing as? I thought we were getting an easy win. Not anymore.
Yeah, and look at earlier between Team Liquid and H2K. Their energy came on late, and when the energy came in for H2K, they ran away with that series. But let's go to the ban protect. I mean, so far, anything stand out for you guys?
Well, I mean, I want to point out the overclock ban coming out finally, and I think KingPapey being like, all right, they've been able to utilize these specialists. I mean, what do you think, Revan?
I agree with you on that one. Heatwave obviously had a big effect on that last CTF, so they're going after that overclock perk. Some things that are still in the game that have been banned out previously, stock, that's going to be back in this game.
Oh,
I still
that's
see
true.
the SVG as well available for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, overclock, it's not going to have as big of an impact in S&D as you saw in CTF, just because he got that heatwave so many times. You're not going to see it 4, 5, 6 times like you did in that previous map, but still, it's definitely gonna have some impact on this game. We should see a pretty standard specialist draft here, as the only thing coming off was kinetic armor. You're going to see heatwave, active camo for both of these sides. And then do we see, we've seen Glitch come in a little bit more this weekend than usual. That might be a big one for these guys.
I love Vision Pulse on this map.
That's true.
I think this is a near perfect map for Vision Pulse.
Yeah.
You pop that ability, you know, when you're like outside the waterfall, you can get a good radius of information on where players are going to be located.
Well, it looks like it's going to be all abilities. They just want to utilize, their own skills with the weapons they choose, and then it's going to be all abilities to kind of help get to that victory rather than getting an easy kill score going into some of these rounds in the Search and Destroy. Well, then as we await the class creations of all 8 players, Revan, what are some other points, especially with these two teams, as we go into Search and Destroy and Hunted?
I feel like on Hunted, there's a lot to be explored with on the defensive side of things. So I just want to quickly just draw up kind of a good setup to have, a good aggressive push to make on the defensive side of things. So we already know where the offense are going to be spawning, how they're going to be pushing up, and just the positions they have available to them kind of off the start. For example, this mid Tiki Hut, you could trap them very early on in the game. So, for example, you have kind of this troll player in the water. He could, pop up along the bridge. He could come up here over near front. He could back up into the bomb site. The reason why I say he's a troll is because he could really do whatever he wants over near that bridge, and it's very tough to spot somebody who's going to be in the water. So if you have just that guy be that sole defender over near the B bomb site, you could now push everybody up the middle map. And if you're able to take control of this rock right here, and you send somebody on the defensive side, like around this wall run through the bridge, you could corner the entire offensive team kind of in this one area of the map. And then that just gives them so little room to work with. And then you just take map control at the start, and you really dictate the pace of the game. What does the offense have to do after that? Fighting from their base, no map position to work with. And look at how much the map, like across from that line I drew, so many different areas you need to work with.
Right on. Now, I don't mean to be kind of the party pooper here for TK, but something that worries me just from what we've seen in the style of KingPapey and their strengths is that we've seen it for other teams too. Hunted lends itself to those sudden turns that you got to make, where you kind of spot someone in the corner of your eye, you got to make that turn around the corner, catch them in the little crevice, and I think that favors KingPapey a little bit when it comes down to those 1v1s and 2v2s.
Well, especially that. I feel like that 180, having to be able to turn quickly like you're talking about, is really because of water almost, where you have people popping up out of the water, coming from behind you. Flanks really, really prevalent on this map, maybe a little bit more than some of the other Search and Destroy maps for sure. And yeah, that might favor the sensitivity, the high sensitivity, a little bit that we've seen from KingPapey. But I don't know, man. Like the momentum now, you got to think it's going to help propel this TK team.
Well, I think this is a great map for TK, by the way.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, can they continue this newfound momentum? It's not as explicit, but it's definitely there. We have a series on our hands. TK versus KingPapey. They're tied up. Who's going to get the lead, and who's going to march towards those 4 wins to secure the last spot in the Pro Division of the Call of Duty World League presented by PS4? Let's find out as we go into Hunted with Courage and Mr. X.
It is all tied up. Game 5 now starting. Hunted S&D. I was checking social media. What some people are saying. Worries for TK again in S&D. They had one of the weakest Search and Destroy records in the online league. I think they were like something like 8-19 or something.
Search and Destroy is kind of the backbone of Team Kaliber,
Yep.
right? All the way in Black Ops 2 is what this team was built on. So to not have great S&D play, a little bit shocking, and they're going to get aggressive here at the start. And if you're a TK fan, even though it doesn't work out, you like what you see, because in the first 2 games, they were not aggressive. They were scared to fight these guys on KingPapey, but now they're bringing the fight to KingPapey, and you see they have not been able to handle it these last 2 maps.
Embos is playing near the backside of the map. Neslo's in a very advantageous position to make something happen, but he hasn't been able to act on it as of yet. He has been spotted, and look, he panicked for a second, realized the player is now above me. We'll try to react off of that one. Sharp, his position's been given up, and this looks like it's all going to collapse on a TK here momentarily. Neslo just didn't get enough done from that water positioning, and it's now a 1v3. Picks up that bomb, gives away his position. He should be traded on out. Round 1 over to KingPapey as they take this first one in Game 5.
And this is huge for KingPapey's momentum, right? They looked like they were slowing down these last 2 maps. They are able to put a good performance here in the search and destroy. You go into that hard point, things look pretty good. So don't want to say it's a do-or-die map for Team Kaliber, but I would definitely say it's up there. It's close. We're close to that moment.
It's a do-or-die map for Team Kaliber. No, but I do want to point out, in your perspective, and from what you saw right there, Embo spotted 2 players hitting the flank. He shot at them, tagged them up, but couldn't obviously get much else than that as he didn't get a kill. Do you want to see TK just flood out towards their opponent's base in regards to Sharp and Neslo, or what in that perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see TK take the gunfights to KingPapey. Quite frankly, KingPapey, what they did the first 2 maps were just outgun Team Kaliber. They tried to do it the previous 2, and they were not able to do so. If you're Team Kaliber, why go back to passive play? Keep going with that aggressive play style. That's what won you these last 2 maps.
Well, you can see the player on the bomb is Nelson with that Kuda. Does get the kill. Now a 4-on-2, make it a 4-on-1. Sharp lasts alive. They know where he's at for the miraculous 1v4. He's been tagged up as well. This one's looking great for TK. They're about to be down 2-0, and this is what is scary for Team Kaliber fans, Matt. Let's just say TK, they drop this game, and worst comes worst, they drop this game, right? Even if they clutch up in Game 6, they have to win in Game 7, which is, again, another S&D.
And the guys on KingPapey love search and destroy. Very talented S&D players. Bo's a very good S&D player filling in for TK, but TK as a whole, not a strong search and destroy team. During Stage 1 of the CWL, we'll go on board with TK at the start of this offensive round, see what they can do.
Now, you mentioned the aggression. Where do you want to see him push? What play do you want to see executed right here?
Honestly, I would not even mind an A hit right here from Team Kaliber. You got to expect KingPapey's going to put a lot of pressure over on the B side. Would not be expecting an A hit, especially with a pickup, right? When you have Bo's playing, you kind of want to go to more conventional strats that he's accustomed to. Try nothing crazy. If you go over towards A, I think it throws KingPapey off a lot.
Well, Nelson again playing close with that Vesper. It's exactly why he has it on for this scenario. It worked in the first round. Might as well do it yet again. Examples playing in the water. Neslo trying to watch that flank. He's not going to spot anybody really anytime soon, as they're just electing to not challenge that side of the map. Embos has made his way towards middle. Was he spotted? It does appear so. He'll begin to try to challenge his player. Doesn't get the first kill as of yet, but there's first blood for Embos. Some momentum now for TK for a potential round win. Johnny still playing around in this water. One thing I have to commend the boys of KingPapey on so far is their use of the water on this map. Oh my gosh, wow. Johnny doesn't get the kill, and he pays the price. It's Nelson left in the 1v4, not going to happen.
Johnny needs to pick
you hear this crowd. TK might not be talking trash, but guess what? This crowd in here sure is. They're making him hear it right there. Embos gets the kill down. TK, they get on the board, 2-1.
And Bo's a very good S&D player when you kind of let him do his own thing. Like, he has a really good sense of the game where he's able to, go towards that middle of the map.
When Bo plays on pickup teams, he's a better player, honestly. Because you mentioned, he gets to play by himself. The guy gets, fourth at COD Champs with near a pickup squad for that event. Back with Synergy at UMG Orlando 2015. He wound up placing 4th as well with some of the younger players there. 2 squads that were just thrown together, get so much done for his career. Sharp pulled off 2. Nelson and Johnny last alive, and oh my, what? Was that an ace for Sharp?
Sharp with infinitely more kills in this round than he had in the first S&D. Believe he gets an ace here. These players just lined up. He collapsed
both
of them.
Oh my gosh! Sharp, I apologize. I caught 0 of those 4 kills.
Yeah,
I'm the worst.
A very fast 2 rounds as Team Kaliber answers right back. And like I said, this is a must-win for TK. I feel like it's a must-win for the side of KingPapey because they would just lose all momentum. The S&Ds
it's important to win.
Yeah, the S&Ds are one that they figure they have on lock.
Yeah.
I would figure coming into this series. So to drop one to TK after a dominant performance in the first one, it's nothing they expected.
That's
Nelson
a big kill.
Able to win that first engagement.
Take Sharp off his streaks as well. Yep, about 2 kills off that dart. Now, players still pushing up with this water. Embos, yes, he wants to watch this flank, but obviously we have so much information with this with Codcaster mode that we can kind of see that this area right now not doing too much for his team. How do TK wind up playing this? Do they let him make the play, or do they push the agenda themselves? It looks like that's going to be the decision they try to make. Neslo peeks for a second. Flash comes on in. That's going to make Theory have to back on down, and time is ticking. 45 seconds remaining as Embos pushes towards this map area.
And Nelson's still in a good position on the B site. He's actually dropped by Neslo. You see examples flying through the middle. He's able to catch Bows off guard. A gunfight underwater. Neslo's going to win that one against Johnny. Neslo's also going to put down shots on another player. He's still alive. Example's able to win that one. It's going to be a 2v1. It's going to be Royalty and Examples going up against Theory. See Examples in on bomb. Royalty's going to be the one providing the cover. And he's going to spot Theory. Nice round there to answer things back from KingPapey. You see, I believe, one of the players on KingPapey Examples, he's going to have his overdrive, so we'll have to see if he uses it on his next offensive round.
I nearly screamed right there if Neslo got the 2 kills inside water, because that would have just swung the round completely in their favor. Unfortunately, not able to tag up the player with those final bullets. Royalty and squad, okay, they stop the bleeding momentarily. They get that round. They take the advantage in this game now, up 3-2. Matt, you said Examples has that overdrive. Does he use it this round? It does appear so, and he's going to overdrive right towards his B-bomb site. He's got the players pushing up right behind him. He tries to slide off that rock. Not going to happen as of there, and he's going to get right towards this red hut. Overdrive casting came into full effect right there as it's 2 players stacked on this B-site. This can work out perfectly for TK. They do get first blood. Sharp has made his way into the water, and with Heatwave, this could be the worst game of Peekaboo of all time right now. If you're the boys of KingPapey, and it looks like they recognize that, they fall back on the map.
Yeah, and they're not going to challenge
Embos
us right away.
Bows
with some nice cross-map shots there on Nelson, and Royalty is actually going to push up the map, and this is the first time we've actually seen, it's actually a thermal. M8 thermal.
He's got smokes in this class. You can see the game plan.
It's a little bit of what we saw from H2K earlier. They like that strat a lot, and Royalty's actually on a 3 streak, picks up 2 this round. He's going to be challenged by Sharp. It's traded out right away, and we have a 1v1. It's going to be Johnny going up against Neslo, and he makes up for his really bad shots earlier with some really good shots right there. He's able to win the round. It silences the crowd a little bit, and that might be exactly what KingPapey needed.
Neslo whiffs the second burst, which makes a difference there. Oh, that hurt my side. It actually pained me right there to see that. Neslo was holding the angle. But Johnny teaches him a lesson there. Big swing round in favor of KingPapey.
Let's stay on board with Neslo. He's really close to his overdrive. Potentially activates it to get into the A site when it comes up, but looks like he's going to try and play this one a little bit slower now as soon as he gets it. Not going to use it.
I just want to check if Royalty is in the water. Okay.
Has an AR in his hands. Neslo just going to turn the corner, try and challenge this one player. He's getting really aggressive. And it's kind of scary because obviously you don't know if there's a player down in the rocks to your left watching the outskirts. You can't really push that effectively, but you see they're going to at least force a rotation out of KingPapey.
And how do they elect to play this one? It does look like they've began to realize that, hey, something might be up here. Nelson's found his way back towards this site. He'll begin to charge on through, and oh gosh, this could spell disaster right now if he's caught in awkward timing. Does get some shots down, can't get a kill as of yet. First player comes in, he's just going to glitch on outplay his life. Nicely done. This looks like a round win for KingPapey as he's just found his way around another player here. 30 seconds left. The bomb hasn't been planted. You need a miraculous round win from Embos if he's going to get this kill in the middle map. And oh my god, as I say that, Embos gets a 2-piece there to even the numbers back out. Neslo obviously still alive. He gets tagged. They know where he's at, but this is still a winnable round for TK.
20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. KingPapey has to have an idea of where.
I mean, Johnny is about to get camo as well. How does he elect to use this one? The bomb gets planted. They need to hold this push on off. Embos will try to check towards his top red room area. No dice there. Neslo doing what he can to stay alive. Oh my god. It is the hottest flank of 2016. He's got a player right in front of him. Does get a kill. Now for the ace. Embos gonna spot this red room. Embos with the ace! Money B making it rain on the main stage! Welcome back! Third round win for TK. Here's 2 kills in the kill cam. Woo! Okay, Embos, okay!
Some nice shots by Money B. It's TK taking that round.
I literally said, you're going to need a miraculous round from Embos, and he doesn't.
And KingPapey has control of that round. It was a nice kill from Royalty. Nelson played that perfectly, getting one close range with the Vesper, then using the glitch. But a fantastic clutch by Bows.
I mean, now you need to work off that momentum. Now you need to make a play happen. How quickly does Neslo spot the push that's impending right now? Coming in towards TK's base. How does he elect to play this one? Last time he got picked. This time he tries to put some shots down. Does look like he gets out with his life momentarily. The furthest pushed up to try to challenge is Nelson. Let's get around this rock. He has been spotted. TK still with 4 players up. Definitely a winnable round. Neslo, you need to get this first blood for your team. You need to be the difference maker right now. You can see how the play is developing on the map. Where do you think this goes in this round?
Well, Neslo is in a really odd position. You know, usually players playing a little bit push up more towards that A side. He's fallen all the way back, and they're going to try and bait and switch there. Examples gets drawn out by one. Neslo comes, finishes him off, but now they know exactly where he is. They can't exactly challenge him, though, because there's another player all the way in the back by the spawn with an assault rifle. So at this point, KingPapey needs to isolate one player and potentially push into the A site. And I think the player they need to get is Bose. They're actually able to take Bose out. So you got to think the push is going to go in towards the A site. Neslo misses a bunch of shots, and it's going to be Sharp, the last one alive here. 1v3 situation. He's going to put some shots down the player on bomb. Not a lot of time left. He's going to have to fight that gunfight, and Royalty's able to take him out.
I'll tell you right now, Matt, that right there, that's a round win that TK should have had. I don't know how you feel, but Neslo's playing close up. He does a great job not challenging. They don't act on it, though. They had 2 players pinned. Instead, they play passively. They do what they did earlier on in the game.
It's just too slow. It's just too slow.
And they get punished for it.
I mean, nobody wanted to be the aggressor and make the decision on TK.
And be the one to sacrifice themselves, really.
Well, it just seems like everybody kind of sat around and waited for somebody else to make a play, and nobody did anything, and that is the worst decision you can make. And
Camo and Heatwave.
They're back against the wall. You have Camo and Heatwave, like you said. You also have Bose with Psychosis, so could potentially use Psychosis over on the bridge, try and draw some shots out, see how many players are over at A. But Royalty, such a great position.
I mean, Sharp is going to wind up pushing towards the side of the map, and Royalty is going to have a field day here momentarily if he plays this one correctly. You can see how everything is developing on your minimap. Royalty begins to peek on out. He's got, oh gosh, this is going to be rough. He's got one player in front of him. Doesn't actually get the kill. He's going to give away his position. In theory, makes him get taken down. Now a 3-on-3. There was so many outcomes that could have happened for Royalty, and that's the worst one.
Well, that's where the high sensitivity really hurts him, right? Right there, he's just not able to knock down those steady shots. More times than not, he comes out with that gunfight, but Bose, yet again, on a tear in this game, 8 and 5.
Camo gets used.
And Johnny uses Camo and picks up one.
Look at the bomb.
You see the bomb. It's going to be reset. So with 30 seconds left, TK has some big decisions to make. It's going to be Bose and Theory, the last 2 alive. It's going to be Theory going all the way back for it. And chat, quite frankly, I don't think they have enough time to make this play.
Yeah, I mean, and Bose is nowhere near where he needs to be to help his teammates. And will he recognize it? Johnny's just going to begin to peek up towards the middle map. I mean, they can definitely still get the plant, but Mbose needs to be the best lead blocker in the world right now. As, oh gosh, they just got blessed. They just got blessed right now. On the pathway of more success, the bomb goes down. 2v2.
I see Johnny back from back cave. It'll be interesting to see how TK plays this. I love the corner directly to the left here. And
they know he's there.
They know Bose is there. They're going to be able to take him out. It's going to be Theory sitting on bomb with Camo. He's taken out by Nelson. So it's going to be KingPapey winning this map 6-3. 1 game away from securing their spot in Stage 2.
The key thing about that, right, is experienced S&D players will check that corner, but you need your player on bomb to spot who's pushing in, right? He needs to call it out, be the one to bait himself first so that you can pop out of that corner and get the kills. Team Kaliber, they dropped that map. KingPapey 1 map away from making it into Stage 2. Chobra, take it away.
Listen, I don't want to keep being on their horse, but it was really entertaining to me how when they started getting that lead again, KingPapey, you could kind of tell they were like, we want to get hyped up, but we want to be a little cautious. They're like, yeah, go Johnny, yeah. Like you would hear them kind of back off every time, and then you saw why, because they slipped a little bit. TK put up a good fight. Now we really do have a series, though, right? Because we got to win. But it could have gone either way for both teams.
When Bose had that 2v4 ace, I was like, oh my God, they're going to do this. They're going to come back and push it, but you had just enough energy, just enough discipline from the side of KingPapey to keep it together, close it out, because you had Johnny get turned on in a bad way, Royalty playing a little too fast the one time, didn't clean up an easy kill. They left some openings for TK. This could have been over a little bit quicker, honestly.
Yeah, I think both teams made some mistakes throughout that entire game, but as you were saying with Johnny getting